What's Parkinson's disease?
What's Alzheimer's?
Parkinson's disease is characterized by the dysfunction of the nigrostriatal pathway, which is a region of the brain responsible for producing most of the brain's dopamine, a chemical that aids in motor function, cognitive processing, and memory. As a result, dopamine levels decrease. The dysfunction seems to begin with a crucial particle transport process called synaptic transmission, which occurs between most neurons as a means of converting chemical signals into electrical signals or transmitting information. Specifically, a protein heavily involved in synaptic transmission of dopamine, called alpha-synuclein, can accumulate and fold improperly, which determines how a protein will function in the body. It also seems to inhibit the body's ability to produce dopamine. The effects of this decrease in the dopamine includes tremors, slowed motor abilities, difficulty speaking, and cognitive processing issues.
Alzheimer's disease is the most common form of dementia in the United States. The major hallmarks of Alzheimer's include the misfolding and aggregation of amyloid beta peptides and tau, which is an essential protein in microtubules. However, the specific cause of Alzheimer's remains unknown. Past research indicates ionic iron, zinc, and copper found in the diet may be partially responsible for the initiation of protein misfolding, while other studies hypothesize that the amyloid beta peptide mutation is the cause of the disease. The disease is characterized by impaired memory and difficulty with cognitive processing. Research and patient interaction has shown that there are 7 distinct stages of Alzheimer's disease. Each stage shows significant changes in the way the patient functions and behaves. In stage 1, the patient demonstrates normal outward behavior with no functional decline. In stage 2, there are very mild changes in patient behavior, but the patient is aware of some functional decline. Stage 3 is associated with mild decline, and Alzheimer's can now be diagnosed. In stage 4, the patient shows moderate decline and requires assistance for some day-to-day tasks. Stage 5 includes moderately severe decline, and the patient functions at the level of a 5 to 7-year-old. In stage 6, the patient experiences severe decline and functions at the level of 2 to 4 years of age. And stage 7 is associated with a very severe decline with the functional level of a newborn.
You know, my friend was recently diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, and from what I remember, his symptoms are very similar to mine.
Yeah, they both sound so similar. What are the differences between Parkinson's and Alzheimer's?
That's an amazing question.
I think the most important difference between the two is the primary cause of each as we understand them currently. Alzheimer's seems to be caused by the misfolding of some crucial proteins in the brain, amyloid beta peptide and tau. Some dietary ionic metals also seem to be involved in the onset of the disease.
Parkinson's also has a misfolded protein implicated with disease progression, alpha-synuclein. I find it interesting that both diseases have a genetic component involving the mutation of a certain gene. For Parkinson's, mutations are sometimes found in the SNCA gene that codes for alpha-synuclein, while Alzheimer's is associated with the mutation of the gene causing amyloid beta peptide misfolding. In general, Alzheimer's disease impairs language and memory, while Parkinson's disease impacts problem-solving, thinking speed, memory, and other cognitive skills, as well as mood.
Are there any treatments for Alzheimer's?
Unfortunately, current research remains rather limited when it comes to developing treatments for these diseases. For Alzheimer's, we still don't know exactly what causes the misfolding of tau and the amyloid beta peptides, so we can't develop a preventative treatment. No cure exists, but some medicines and treatments may help to reduce certain symptoms.
Are there any treatments for Parkinson's?
We also haven't discovered the primary cause of alpha-synuclein overexpression and misfolding, so any treatments we have can only target the progression of the disease with the goal of slowing the progression. Deep brain stimulation was found to reduce the probability of Parkinson's disease progression and reduce the requirement for numerous concurrent prescription medicines in people with early-stage Parkinson's disease.
So, what are the next steps?
Well, we will continue to assess potential treatments and all the options available to you at your next appointment.
But in the meantime, it would be wise to discuss what you've learned today with your families. Both of these diseases have significant genetic influence, so taking the time to educate your loved ones now could help shape decisions in the future.
You've given us a lot to think about. Thank you.
For more information, click the links found in the description box below.
Or check out these videos.